Savage. 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 That's all everyone kept saying on this week's episode of Survivor 45. No, they were not discussing the rap sheets of former Survivor, the Australian Outback contestants. Rather, they were alluding to the fact that the winners of a Sandspit picnic reward did a freaking flyover above the losers' heads en route to their little slice of paradise. That wasn't savage, that's just brilliant production work. And why stop there? If that were my plane, I would have been flying a banner ad behind me with pictures of filet mignon, chocolate fondue, and I don't know. Maybe a really long digital coupon code for a free Mercedes-Benz car that they would never be able to memorize and would end up mentally tormenting themselves over because they had no phone to take a picture. Ha 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 ha. Coming up with ways to inflict suffering on reality TV contestants really is my favorite hobby. These losers over on Loser Island got off easy only having to watch a flyby if you ask me. You want to know what is really savage? Dee Valladares. Dee Valladares is a freaking love assassin, and you have to love her for it. Last week, Austin felt bad about blindsiding his budding love interest Dee on a Julie vote, so he told her about it in strict confidence. And what did Dee do? She immediately went and told Julie, who saved herself with an idol, and then lied to her island boyfriend repeatedly about it. And then this week we had pretty much the exact same scenario in reverse. This time, Dee and Julie were voting for Austin's BFF Drew. And Dee had to decide whether to return the favor and give Austin a heads up. If she did, it could preserve her relationship, professional and romantic, with Austin. But it could also undo everything if Austin played his idol for his buddy. Unless the edit is screwing with us, which is possible, it appears Dee decided against telling him. It seems Dee was content to sit back and blindside her island boyfriend, leaving him completely out in the cold just 3 days after he chose not to do the same to her. Brutal. Savage. Killer. It's brutal even if Dee did tell Austin, which is definitely possible. It is entirely conceivable Dee told Austin before Tribal and he ultimately chose to play the idol on himself, realizing Drew might beat him at the end, so it was an opportunity to take him out without any blood on his hands. Not even writing his name down. That's possible, and we'll find out soon enough if that is indeed the way it went down. Either way, it's an absolute knockout blow by Dee. Her ally in Julie was set to go 3 days ago. She was donezo. Instead, Dee removed the Fellas' other big alliance partner in Emily and then won the eventual and inevitable Reba gender battle royale by taking both Drew and Bossy Lay out of the game. Baller. Absolute baller. Dee is there to win this game, people. And it sets up a final 5 with 3 totally viable winner candidates in Dee, Julie, and Austin. Jake's Wolf in Goat's Clothing line is one of the best I have ever heard in my 45 seasons of covering Survivor, but I don't see any scenario in which he wins this game. And Katurah has been so fun to watch, but I never got the sense anyone took her seriously as a player out there. That doesn't mean they can't have a blast playing the role of spoiler. Hell, Jake is already through to the fire-making contest at least thanks to his crotch idol. I'm sure Jeff Probst can't wait to be handed that thing, considering where it has been. But it's not yet time to look ahead to next week. First, we need to get through the other big moments of the penultimate episode of Survivor 45. Not only that, but it's time to update our season rankings. Where will Survivor 45 land? Read on to find out. And the Cable Ace Award goes to. I told you last week how much I was looking forward to all the bad acting that would take place once Julie and Dee got back to camp, and it indeed was absolutely glorious. Said Dee, I don't think I'm a good actress. That's okay, Dee, neither do we. Oh, I kid 'cause I love. I actually thought she did a decent job, mostly by just staying as quiet as possible, even if it didn't fool Drew, who specifically called out all the bad actors on the tribe. Hopefully, Drew was including himself in that assessment. His statements to Julie that he still wanted to go 100% Reba to the end were 100% laughable. This season has featured an inordinate amount of folks lying right to each other's faces with everyone present knowing they are all lying and being lied to, but just playing out the ruse super awkwardly, and make no mistake, that is not a complaint. I will say, I did not have Julie tackling Drew on my Survivor bingo card. Again, not a complaint.